Dangerfield.
Alright there, here we go. Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Nothing to do with this. I haven't seen this one. Sent to me by my Dragon's Den dealer. Hello mate, got any Dragon's Den? Roll VT. This must be about 20 years old because Peter Jones looks like his own dad now. So who've we got? What's that? Duncan, Theo, Peter Jones and Debs. I can never remember his name. Farley. Well, I obviously did remember his name. So when I say never, I mean frequently. Go.
Hello, my name's Gerard Tomnay.
Gerard Tomnay. Why does that already not bode well? It's weird what you can get from a name. I had a friend, he called it nomology. The science of what your name says about you. And although that is absolute cack, it also isn't, because it says a lot about your parents. And your parents say a lot about you.
And I'm here today with my new business called The Knowledge.
Oh Lord, he's so happy about whatever this is. It's quite disgusting. I mean, you have to be proud about your creations, but this is more smug. There's a fine line between smug and proud, and it's called The Knowledge. What do we think? Where are we going with this? Something to do with London taxis? It's got to be in it. The Knowledge. That reminds me of The Knowledge.
I'm looking for an investment of £150,000 in return for a 30% stake in the business.
Okay, so he values his business at about 500 grand, £500,000, roughly.
The Knowledge is a premium rate telephone helpline which uses licensed London taxi drivers
There you go.
to provide directions and live navigation to people who are lost in London.
Oh my God, he really reminds me of a bloke I went to art school with who's a complete cunt these days. I mean, this delivery is unpleasant. Isn't it weird how some people are just not attractive? I'm not talking about sensually attractive. It's the rhythm, it's the meter of the way he's talking. It's the knowledge. It's a premium rate phone line for people who are lost in London. As if he's got it all taken care of. Well, I bet you're thinking why did you never think of this before me? Well, because I'm Cathan Lutomo.
Everyone knows that when you want to know the time, you ask a policeman.
Oh yeah, that old classic. Got the time, mate? No. Is there any police around? What? When was this made? 1810.
And if you want to know where things are in London, you ask a cab driver.
No. No. Get on your phone. Maybe phones hadn't been invented when this was made. That's the face I mean. Look, that's a man who he thinks he's got Pandora's box here and he's about to open it. Look, it's awful, Ty.
And that's because of the amazing, unique, world-famous knowledge that they have of the city.
So if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, if you don't know, if you want to be a licensed black cab driver, a hackney carriage, you have to study the knowledge, and they burn around on mopeds for years with, like, you'll see them all around London still to this day, obviously, and you have to know everywhere, every back street, every road, so that when someone gets in your cab and says, hello mate, take us to Old Ford Road, they're not sitting there going, hang on, let me just put that into my sat-nav, and not only do they know where everywhere is, they know the best ways to get there, while a sat-nav might say this way's quicker. As a London cabbie, you know that that's always congested at this time of the day, etc, etc. So that's the world famous The Knowledge.
So how does it work? Well, we have created a virtual call centre that uses London cab drivers working from home.
Put it, virtual call centre. Just a telephone.
The caller pays for this through...
And you can see Jones's response. This man hasn't got what it takes to pitch this. Now that doesn't mean he's not an entrepreneur. What it means is he's not a very good entrepreneur, because he should have delegated this. You know, if you're not very good at public speaking, and he would have got plenty of knockbacks, because there's something unappealing about it. That's not his strength in life. Get someone else to make your pitch. Get someone else who can present.
Its telephone bill. The calls are charged at £1 a minute.
£1 a minute to find out how to get somewhere. Hang on a minute, literally a minute. I'm not charging you £1. Subscribe star, link in the description. Hang on a minute. So you ring it up. Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm on Greek Street, and I'm trying to get up to Bloomsbury. So the cabbie then says, hello mate, alright, no problem son. What you want to do, you want to carry on up Dean Street, you're going to get to Oxford Street, yeah? Keep going down till you get to Oxford. And you're like, oh, hang on, let me write this down, 1 second. Go down to, hang on, okay, yeah. What? Hang on, it's breaking up. No, you've now spent £2. How long before you might as well have just got in a cab? How long before you might as well have just got a fucking black cab? Hello mate, takes to Bloomsbury, same price as the telephone call. Yeah, that would seem to be a fundamental error in this ridiculous idea.
Using a BT landline. Current predictions are we're working on a forecast of about a 30% profit margin after 3 years.
Just guesswork.
And a return on investment.
Duncan looks like he just shit himself. 30% projection, 3 years.
Overall, after
he really did too.
The 5 years of 39% per annum. There's also the ability to cross-sell. We can refer people to hotels and restaurants and get commission on that sort of arrangement.
Oh right, sure, that's what you want at £1 a minute. Hello mate, okay, so cross over Cambridge Circus, down Longacre, eh? No, I've got somewhere. What, the Hilton? What, on the Strand? Why are you selling me an hotel? What the hang on a minute. Ridiculous.
So, to sum up, we think we've got a unique product.
Richard Farley looks like he's got a unique insomnia cure.
We think there's a large market for it. We think there's proven demand, and it's highly scalable.
I like the way he keeps saying we. It's just him. It's just him.
And underpinned by this unusual business model, highly profitable. But don't take my word for it. I have a telephone with me if any of you would like to try the service and see for yourself.
Hello, I'm on Dragon's Den. Yeah, I'm lost in someone's pitch. Can you get me out of here? Pronto.
Gerard Tomnay is asking for £150,000 to market and promote his premium rate phone line, where people who are
Jonesy looks absolutely pissed off. I didn't really have anything to say, but I've got to interrupt that music. It's Sony that do me up, not the good up, not Auntie.
lost can call London's famously knowledgeable black cab drivers for directions.
Here's another one of those unnecessary interruptions.
He's hoping a practical demonstration will convince the dragons to invest.
I mean, literally no one's gone for it. What's happening here? No takers. Everyone's just thinking you do it. This is the awkward out. You just sit there. No, I'm not doing it. And it gets so tense in that room that someone will break. Go on then, give me the fucking phone.
Gerard, hi, I'm Peter.
Jones is going to do it.
Yeah. Hi, Peter.
I think we better try the service first.
Okay.
So, talk me through it. What do I do?
Welcome to The Knowledge. This is a premium rate call, which costs £1 a minute from a landline. Calls from mobile phones make...
I love it when you spend money on premium rate phone calls, and the first minute is them telling you it's going to cost you £1 a minute. Thanks for that.
Costs more. You're now being connected to a licensed London taxi driver. Please have a safe journey.
Yeah, what do you mean journey? You're not in a cab though. Please have a nice walk.
Please wait.
£1.50. Oh, this is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Oh, beads of sweat. Yeah, mate. This is the one thing you did not want to happen, and trust me, it's happening. It's happening by the ton.
Please wait.
Please give us your credit card details. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
How much a minute?
Theo, how much?
£1 a minute.
Never to be used again.
Thank you for holding. Our agents are still helping other lost people at the moment.
Other lost people. That's him. That's his voice. That's when he keeps saying we. No, him. Just him. Oh, Meaden. Meaden looks like she needs to get a taxi to the... I'm not going to say that. Nice hair, though.
But we're trying to get to you as soon as possible.
We'll see where the income's coming
If you
from.
can't...
Ruthless. Savage. This is awful. Not working. It ain't working.
Continue to hold.
Sorry if you're being raped.
Press 2 if you would like us to text you when an agent becomes available.
Yeah, maybe try that option. Oh, look at him looking. Look at him staring down at the failing horizon of his future. Look, that's a child now. The knowledge has made an infant of him. Life's a bitch, and then you're born.
This is a disastrous start for Gerard.
You
His
think
crucial
so?
demo is failing, and telecoms magnate Peter Jones is not impressed.
Peter, you might want to hang up and try again.
Yeah, you might want to hang up and forget about it.
Hang up and try again.
Well, it depends how long you want to wait on the call, but
How many people are calling this service at the moment?
One.
not as many as we'd like. But
Well, hang on. How many black cab drivers have you got, you know, at this virtual call centre? Virtually none?
the reason that's not being answered is because either people are already on calls.
Oh, yeah, that'll be it. It's busy. This is the problem. This is why I'm here looking for investment. You know, I need more black cab drivers on the firm. Jesus.
Or the taxi driver is getting to the telephone.
Yeah, the taxi driver's on the toilet, in the pub, having a fuck in the back of the motor.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, Gerard, it's not a good start, really.
It's
It's
I find it hard to explain why.
Well, it's not a good start, is it?
It's not a good start. No.
No.
Gerard will have to work hard now to gain the Dragon's confidence.
Farley, let's just go back to Farley, hang on.
Gerard will have to work hard now to gain the...
Farley looks like aristocracy gone to seed, doesn't he? You can imagine just 2 generations ago, his family were kings. Good bone structure, but it went wrong somewhere. Hang on, I'm having trouble. Is that an optical illusion with his tie? It's like a side tie. Side tie!
The Dragon's confidence. For Peter Jones, it may already be too late.
So, why would we not use other services that are out
Like get in the taxi.
there today? Why is your service so much better?
Well, because of the expertise of the people at the end of the phone. And
Well,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were great. They really proved themselves.
That's if you can get them.
And I'm sorry you didn't get through. But the expertise, as I was explaining in the pitch, is world class and it's unique.
At the moment, the service is seriously unique.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Someone said to me, can you do some Dragon's Den where they've got some good ideas? And that's a fair suggestion, but no. It's never as good as these.
I'm sorry?
It's unique, the service. It doesn't work.
I'm sorry, but in your experience it doesn't work. But
Well, no, I've just proved it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I couldn't get through to a taxi driver.
Because it's a virtual call centre.
I don't care. I don't care.
I can't see what's going on out there.
I don't care.
Okay.
I couldn't give a shit. It's a virtual call centre. What does that even mean? It's still got to work. You know, I don't care whether it's virtual, hyperreal, real, or whatever. It's still got to be answered. I think that's that's basic fit for purpose.
Because I am now stuck in London in the pouring rain, and I've dialed your
But Pete is having a kip.
service. I've just spent £1.50 and I've got nothing back. I'm never going to call you again.
Like, that's what every woman has ever said to this fella.
Because it doesn't work.
Right.
You need to close this down fast.
Shut it down immediately. Incredible, fast.
Give up, go back to your day job.
That is tight. That is really tight. Hang on a minute. Oh, I've cut it out, but the geezer's trousers, they're piled up on his shoes. You know when your trousers look like an accordion. It's got like about 30. Oy.
And stick there. Don't even contemplate doing this business. It is a dead-end business. It's going nowhere fast. I can't invest. I'm out.
Focusing on the bead-like sweat. Let me tell you something. I've worked on a few pop promos and movies, and you know when you got someone in a movie sweating? Well, there's many types of sweat. This is true. And the makeup people have different spray bottles. And not only is the nozzle different, but the composition of the liquid is different. Because, you know, you might want someone to look like they've just run a 400-meter sprint. And that's a different kind of sweat to your your life falling apart on national television sweat here. Many sweats. If you take nothing from this video, take the many sweats of life.
Gerard has been roasted by Peter Jones, who's pulled out
Spit roasted.
immediately. Duncan Bannatyne wants to know how many people are using the service.
None.
How many minutes are you selling per week, per day, per month, whatever?
Not terribly many at the moment. We've had about
How many minutes?
how many minutes
Per day.
per day? If I had 15 minutes a day, I'd be a very happy man.
No, that isn't an answer. How many are you having? Not how many would make you happy. So this lets you know that I reckon it's about none.
So you're not even getting 15 minutes per day?
We're not getting a massive call volume.
So you're getting less than £15 per day?
What we have learned through the trial period.
Just ignoring it. 15 quid a day. You can earn that like panhandling.
Is that when we advertise, we get
I'm guessing Farley ain't investing. You know, he straightened his tie. And that was the moment he thought, no.
calls. When we don't advertise, we get fewer calls.
Oh, really? When you don't tell people about the service, the people don't use the service. You've got some crazy entrepreneur chops there, my friend. Look at Meaden. She's looking at him thinking, you're not a man. What happened to men?
So far, Gerard's only managed to generate tiny amounts of cash from
Which he hasn't even said. Probably about £1.
calls to the helpline. The Dragons are astounded. Now Duncan Bannatyne needs to know what other potential income streams could possibly justify a £150,000 investment.
Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. Divide 150,000 by £15. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to show myself up. But this upselling, hotels and car hire or whatever, people don't want to be paying to be advertised to. That's just jokes.
You mentioned commission from hotels, etc.
Yep.
Tell me about that. Explain that.
Duncan's a nasty bastard. He's literally like, this is an absolute catastrophe. Keep talking because I want more. I want more of your failure.
The plan is, and we're not doing that at the moment. The only arrangement we have at the moment.
That was like a monkey, wasn't it? That was like the showing dominance, absolute dominance. You, my friend, are nothing. I'm a multi-millionaire.
Is with the Holiday Inn. Every marathon runner this year, in their little goodie bag at the end, had one of our business.
Their little goodie bag. Let me tell you what happens at the end of marathons. You know those people that wrap them up in that silver foil coat? Yeah, I've had a couple of friends who volunteered to do that, and they both said to me, what they don't tell you on telly at the London Marathon or any other televised marathon is the end of a marathon is also rivers of shit. No, not joking, because, you know, people are near death. People do die running marathons. And when they finally get over that finish line and collapse, and this fella goes along and pops his business card into their plop.
Cards. Co-branded with a Holiday Inn on it. On the front and the back, it gives their telephone number and their web address. So there's an example of a major brand that's co-branding with us that likes the concept, who has actually tested it.
And I bet you did not charge them a penny. I bet you paid for every single one of those cards. And you could ring any business in the world and say, I'm going to give out 500,000 business cards with my crappy The Knowledge, I'm lost, can you help me service. Do you want me to stick your business on it? Well pay. And they're going to say, yeah. Co-branding.
And we're happy to give it out to 39,000 marathon runners.
Are you telling me that there are 39,000 cards out there already with your telephone number on?
Yes.
And you're taking 15 calls a day?
Absolutely backfired. He thought that was his saver. He thought that was going to save him. And Meaden's just turned. She's right though. 32,000 people who, I imagine if it was a London Marathon, the majority of them live in the area, and 2 of them are ringing him a month.
£15.
Yes, £15 a day.
15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
If that, you see, he has not specified exactly how much it is. I don't think it's £15 a day. I think it's about, I'm guessing, but, it's just not. People aren't calling it. That's why no one answered it.
Yes.
It's absolutely ludicrous, and I am out.
The Dragons are picking huge holes in Gerard's pitch.
Gerard's pitch is just huge holes. They're just pointing it out.
Duncan Bannatyne thinks it's riddled with flaws and is the second Dragon out. Can Deborah Meaden find any redeeming features in the business?
I'm guessing no.
Yeah.
Gerard, I am going to be ever so quick on this one.
Yeah.
There's a problem with this business. It's in a declining market because it's never been so easy to find your way to anywhere. There's more cars with sat-nav and there's much easier routes to find your way. So maybe 50...
Yeah, and this, again, judging by the age of these people, this could be 10, 15 years old, maybe longer. And she predicted it. It is a declining market because now the majority of the population have a phone on them. Bob, you can even tell it. Tell me how to get to Ladies of Easy Leisure. Beep, 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 and it's all there for you. So, terrible, terrible idea.
15 years ago, this would have been a really good idea, but I actually think you've got yourself into a declining market. For that reason, Gerard, no point coming back to me. I'm out.
And of course, you can. Why spend 3 or 4 quid on the phone when you can spend 3 or 4 quid in a fucking black cab?
Gerard's hopes of investment are collapsing fast.
It must, all jokes aside, this geezer has probably spent every moment of his spare time on this. I think 9 out of 10 small to medium enterprises fail in their first year. This, and when people set up businesses, they invest a lot of emotions into it, because it's not just a business, it's a dream. And it's not just a dream, it's a solution. It's a solution to their life's problems. It's a solution to him and his missus not getting much action anymore because, the spark has gone. They're struggling to pay for things. They can't get their kids to a decent school. They don't go out a lot. So this is going to change his world. Once he gets his missus on that speedboat down in fucking, I don't know. I was going to say Santa Barbara. Don't even know what or where that is. But, so this is a solution to his life problems. Now imagine, not only is it being torn apart, so by people who you can kind of trust. They've got it wrong a couple of times, but only a couple of times. But it's also going to be televised. Your dream and the solution to all your problems is being torn to pieces on national television, on a very popular show. That's got to hurt. Let's be honest, that's got to hurt. And that's going to be hard to come back from. Imagine when he gets home. He opens his door, his missus is there, miserable as fuck. How'd it go? Because she already knows it's shit. And he goes, yeah, not so good. Could have been better, onwards and upwards. Anyway. And she's like, your dinner's in the oven. Oh, God, this is giving me the horrors.
Now only Theo Paphitis and Richard Farley stand between him and expulsion from the den.
He's not even right. He's writing nothing about this. He's writing a letter to a friend.
And this is probably one of the worst business ideas that I've seen.
I know I just said it was brutal and savage, but that's why it's also extremely funny, because it hurts.
You said you've given out 40,000 business cards with your business name on it.
Yep.
From that, you've generated 15 minutes a day.
No, not even that. He has not specified. He's dodged how much he's actually taken. At one point, he said, if that.
That is real market research, not asking 100 people what they think. So I'm struggling to find any reason to invest whatsoever, even if I was Bill Gates. Thank you very much, Gerard. Thank you, but I'm out.
Look at Gerard looking at Farley, wanting to be him, wanting to have those chiselled looks, wanting to have that handmade silk tie, wanting to have those millions of dollars in the bank and other funds. And he's just not. This is just not your game, son.
Gerard's bid to secure £150,000 is all but over. Only Theo Paphitis remains.
Fingers crossed. It's a man on his way out. He's breaking. The colour of his skin,
If I get into a black cab
Yep.
in central London, how much does it cost per minute?
Here we go. There you go. The basic fundamental flaw of this ridiculous idea that you should have worked out when you came up with the idea. Oh, people can ring cabbies, £1 a minute. And then someone says, yeah, but people can get in cabs roughly £1 a minute. Oh, look at him know it. He's suddenly thinking, oh, God, Dave said this to me down the boozer the first time I ever floated the idea. I didn't listen then and it's all come back to haunt me. The silence is so telling.
I don't know is the answer.
And well, that's even worse because you should know that.
But you know what? Let me have a guess, because I don't know either.
Yeah.
But an educated guess would be it'd be cheaper than ringing you. So I'd be better off jumping into a good old British black cab.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wherever the weather, who will take me to where I want to go, and that'd be the quickest way to find my route. And last question, how many cab drivers have you got working for you at the moment?
We have 30 trained cab drivers.
No, it was none by the going by the telephone call Peter made.
Hand-picked.
Hand-picked? What, as opposed to machine selected?
Day, how many are on duty today?
Hand-picked. What are the options? What, they just turn up at his door and he's got a sign on it saying, yeah, you're hired?
Hey.
Before I came on here, there were 3. So I don't know why one of them didn't...
There was 3.
Yeah.
One of them, his mum rang up. The second one, his wife smacked him over the head and said, you got to take me shopping, mate.
Yeah, they're living their lives. And because they only get one of these calls a year, it's not a priority. They just turn their phone off when they're not working because they want a break. They don't want someone ringing up and going, hello, I'm looking for the senior. You know that? No, me on the long line, I want to get that head. And he's like, sorry, mate, can you slow down? No, I'm going to get a business meeting. And off. Hello, Mum. Cup of tea be lovely.
8.
Yep.
So he's gone off shopping.
Yep.
The other one's doing a bit of DIY in his cab.
Right.
And your phones have not been answered.
That may be right if...
That is spot on.
Well, they only had one landline, but we've put separate landlines in, so...
Hang on, separate landlines? But they're black cabbies, they're in their cabs, aren't they? I'm lost now. What, you've put a phone in their house? That's helpful. I mean, why? they're out and about. Why would you put a phone in the house of someone who works out of the house?
That
their office is their cab.
if their mother phones them, they know that it's not.
But he's talking to Mum, and she's far more important than you.
No, but if
cab drivers love their mums, right? They'll be talking to their mums before answering. So basically, you're relying on 3
He's actually arguing, yeah, but their mothers would understand.
guys to deal with a network.
No.
This isn't a real business, is it?
Yes, it is. If you let me...
It can't be. Everything you've told us goes against basic principles of business.
Oh, that was an awful double licking. Oy, oy, both sides.
I would rather pass a kid.
That's a comforting move. He's licking his lips. It's nipple-esque. It's mother's milk.
This stone and invest in this. This is so painful. I can't tell you.
Sweat zooming again. This is so painful.
I'm out.
Okay.
Gerard's blown it. After a
Gerard's blown it.
disastrous demonstration, he felt the full force of the dragon's wrath and failed to convince them his business had any potential whatsoever.
£15 a day, I thought that would excite you, Peter.
I tell you what, I hope he doesn't ring his service up to find a way home now.
No chance.
Just still ripping into him. Right, there might be a slight break here because I'm going to see if that business is still running or if there's anything on the internet about it. So give us a couple of seconds. Hello. So here we go. Directors and secretaries, Mr. Gerard Patrick Tomnay. That's the fella. This is the company, Knowledge Capital Limited. Can you not see that? There you go. Knowledge Capital Limited. Company is dissolved. Ta-da!